to know people will travel. Like, I really do believe that. So to not think, oh, this is it, I've studied all these years for a career that doesn't exist. But it will be different. So right now, I think actions people can do is work on their guide training. That works for experienced guides and fresh guides. There are things you can work on. We don't think of it in that way, I think. Like, tour guiding is a skill I never practiced at home or thought about or read about. But there, you could read up on psychology, on anthropology. And again, maybe you guys already do this in your training, but there's so many areas you can say. Meditation, we were talking about before. Like, that's an amazing skill as a tour guide to have. And the physicality, it's like, I think now is the time to upskill, so you are the best of the best. You're prepared. Get together, talk to other tour guides. If you're brand new, talk to experienced tour guides. Say, what are the things I should know? Get taught those things that you can only learn by experience. For experienced guides, talk to other experienced guides, form that network, break this habit that we have of like every person out for themselves and being competitive over jobs, like
pushing each other on their way.
Like, create a community, like spend this time doing that. And then I guess the biggest advice I would have to say is that now I've found during quarantine is an amazing time to network. People are feeling generous. People are at home. Now's the time to email the VP of Lonely Planet, to email the president of a local tour company you really admire, and just pick their brain, talk to them. What did they think travel is going to look like? What should you do as a guide, to prepare? Just get in their brains and form that relationship. It's an amazing time to do that. And you could test things out even. I have more advice than I thought. Test things out. Like, you want to work on product, build a tour, get friends to go on it, run it, like experiment, like do a market analysis of competitors in your local region. Like, there's so much.
There's so much to do.
So much.
There's so much to do. And learning from your advice, I started my storytelling course. So please tell us skills which we should do. I have personally started storytelling course, and I've started creative writing course. So what else should we do?
In terms of skills, those are the biggest in my mind. Storytelling is so big. I would also say a great skill is researching. I think very often we all read the same book. You know what I mean? The same book about the Statue of Liberty. We all read the same general book about our city. Branch out, find new authors, find modern day authors, young authors, authors of different races and genders, that are harder to find. I think that research is really important, of where we source our material and how we keep it fresh, right? So that's a really big thing. Another big skill, which is obvious, is public speaking, but there are mechanics. There are tricks to learn with how you modulate your voice, and when you take a pause, when you lower your voice, like when you slow down, like that's an amazing skill. Body language, like all that can come from public speaking. I mean, these are like the really, I would say, like the big ones.
I think in US colleges, they teach you to walk backwards while talking to your guest. So do you suggest to learn something like this?
See, but those are the things that, like, I don't know, I feel like I would love to have, in this forum I want to build for Global Guidelines, like questions exactly like that. Like, how did you learn to walk backwards? Because it's all those things you don't think about.
I mean, I want to learn that. I want to learn that.
Exactly. And like I guess you could practice that theoretically, and maybe that would make your life,